Good morning, everyone. I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to another video. This one, she's not going to be a vlog. She's going to be a healthy reset with me. It was Alex's birthday yesterday. Obviously, went a bit OTT and got him some balloons, some banners, did him a little birthday table in true Hiiii style. But we had the most loveliest day yesterday. I was actually meant to vlog yesterday properly, like speaking vlog, but obviously I got a bit camera shy again and I only videoed like certain snippets of the day. But basically Alex and I, within the next like year or 2 years, we are going to want to move out of the flat, and we had a look in Tring. So what I thought I would do is on his birthday book like a really lovely pub lunch, like country pub vibes, go and drive and have a little walk around Tring town. So that's what we did. We actually went to a pub called The Trooper, which was gorgeous. Like, it was honestly like my perfect idea of Sunday, like his perfect idea of like a really wholesome Sunday. He commutes into London literally every single day, Monday to Friday, and then we also went to London on Saturday night. So the last thing he wants to do again is go into London and make a whole, massive spiel of his birthday. I mean, listen, I did still make a spiel of his birthday because I absolutely love birthdays, but nonetheless, it was lovely weather. Rained a little bit in the morning, but he said it always literally rains on his birthday, which I find hilarious because it was probably the first time it had rained in about 2 months here in the UK. But we had such a lovely, wholesome day. And now I feel like, I literally had, when I tell you, I must have eaten about 7 or 8 like bourbon biscuits. We had a really, really huge roast dinner that I think I'll put like a couple of clips after this before we go into like the healthy reset day. But then I don't know about anyone else, when you have a roast dinner, especially if you have it at lunchtime, a few hours later you're hungry again. Or is that just me? So yeah, I literally had the munchies and I made myself some like homemade pizzas in the air fryer with sourdough bread. And then I ate about like a whole freaking packet of bourbon biscuits while we watched Love Island. So yeah, it was lovely. We saw both of our families and then obviously went out for his birthday for lunch. So today it's a Monday. It's 10:30. I woke up when Alex left this morning, which was about 10 to 7, and then gave myself the extra hour and a half that Aura told me that I needed, because we went out for a few drinks on Saturday night, and yesterday we were feeling a little bit hungover, so I feel like I just needed to just get my body back up to speed, rest. I've literally got, like, my Aura ring said I literally have a readiness of like, I think, was it like, 96? Can you see that? Readiness 96, sleep 94, and I'm also on cycle day 24, so I am starting to feel the luteal, if you know what I mean, but not so much, honestly, not so much since I have completely changed my supplement routine. But anyway, that's a different story. I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to go on a food shop. I'll take you on the food shop, but I don't actually film in the gym because I'm not a fitness creator. I know you don't have to be a fitness creator to post about the gym, but I do feel like it's the only time where I can like switch off and not think about like recording things. The gym is a big part of my life, and I feel like especially as of the last 4 or 5 months, I have truly gone through like, I wouldn't say a transformation, but I have definitely been consistent and I have been locked in for a while. So we go on holiday to Turkey 6 weeks today. We fly for 10 days, and we're going to go back to the villa that we always go back to. We always have a holiday at the end of, at the end of summer, start of September, which is so lovely because I feel like even though I want to continue like the consistency and the habits that I've built past the holiday, I feel like I now have like a new weight that's like going to be my baseline. So I want to keep up that consistency and the habits, like I said, but I think it's so good to have, we had a holiday at the start of the year, Sorry, my brain. We had a holiday at the start of summer in June, which obviously I vlogged and you guys came with me. We always have a holiday at the end of summer just because I feel like when you have that, you don't like, obviously I'm not gonna like deprive myself throughout the summer, but being locked in summer and being consistent, feeling energized. Obviously it's hot, so you wear like the least clothes in summer, but being able to wear whatever I want throughout summer and not feeling uncomfortable, not feeling like myself, because obviously, you know, I feel like most girls these days, if we feel good in our bodies, we show up better, right? Look good, feel good, all that jazz. So what I'm gonna do is, to start off the reset, I am gonna write in my 5-minute journal. I have actually been consistent with this. See? Being consistent. I write in 2 journals in the morning. I write in my 5-minute journal, and then I also have my productivity method. Now, if you know me, I have a loud brain, okay? I have a loud brain. I'm a bit all over the place sometimes, and I feel like this planner is the only planner that I've stuck to. Like, I used to be obsessed, well, still am, like I'm a stationery girl, I love that. But I feel like, you know, when you buy a new planner, you write in it for a bit and then you become really unmotivated and you stop. This, and also my phone calendar, like if things are not in my phone calendar, it's not happening. But also this is like day-to-day stuff. I also have some like really cute stickers that Alex bought me, just to like romanticize my journaling. So this is like, you know, the day-to-day. And then, honestly, I have been doing this for a while. Genuinely, I've been doing this for a while. I think I started this in September last year. But it's amazing. Honestly, I could not recommend the productivity method more for people with loud brains, for people who are, you know, have a lot to do, but also that put their like health and wellness first as well. So you can do like, I'll just run you through it quickly. By the way, this is not sponsored at all. I have an affiliate link for the 5-minute journal, and my code is morewithmia10. Such a lovely little habit in the morning. But you can do your 2026 planning, and then it's got monthly planning, and then you can go on to weekly planning, which has 2 pages for the weekly planning. Yeah, look, got my little stickers in there. But basically it has like, let me show you a fresh page, sorry. It will have like fresh page for Monday to Sunday if you just want like your week like as like an overview. And then on the next page it has your goals for that week. So it will have main work goal for this week, 3 things I'll do to achieve this goal. Main personal goal for the week, 3 things I'll do to achieve this goal. And then you have like your goal setting notes. My main work goal for the week, I feel like, maybe we should just do this together. I feel like my main work goal for the week would be to fully get all of my retainer clients off the ground. I have recently signed 4 retainer clients, and they're all for like in the tech UGC space, like they're for apps. I feel like I'm just sort of like warming up my accounts and things like that. So that would be the focus, to like really get those accounts up and running, and then just be posting for like my clients. And then my main personal goal for this week is to meditate every day. I thought about this in bed last night. I use the activations app. So I will ideally, this is how like what my routine used to be, which is why like I thought in bed last night, like if that is one thing that I should focus on this week, it should be that, because especially being in my luteal phase, it's where obviously your motivation starts to dip a little bit. Mine hasn't been too bad recently, to be honest, but you know what, you like burning the candle from both ends isn't great, and you do have to give yourself that little extra TLC. I use the activations app. This is the activations app, right? And it's basically, it was called a meditation app, and it used to be Mimi Method. So if anyone follows Mimi Bouchard, she basically came up with activations. It used to be Mimi Method, and then it was like Superhuman. It's called Superhuman. But the idea is that not calling it a meditation app, but calling it an activations app, because when people hear meditation, they get put off. Sorry. I've also been yapping for 11.5 minutes. I feel like this is part of the reset and I want it to inspire you because it inspires me. What was I saying? Brain fart. Oh yeah, activations. She didn't want it to come across as like a meditation app because people get put off by that. Like you literally have to sit and be like, like you don't have to do that. They have seated ones. I have had this app and going through all of its transitions. I had it when it launched and I've basically been through all of the rebranding and rebirth with this app as well. It's £22.99 a month. But if I had to cancel all of my subscriptions, this would be the one that I keep. And I'm not even saying that. I literally, none of this is all come from my brain. Like none of this is an ad or whatever. I feel like sometimes you have to like disclose that for integrity or whatever. But it has an activation for pretty much every part of your day, or like every category. And what it means by activation is like when you feel motivated or inspired or you're manifesting something. Like I'm very big into like manifestation and all that sort of stuff. So maybe we'll do a little sit down chat about that one day and how I feel like I've manifested everything. But anyway, I feel like this is all about your thoughts change your life, right? Your mornings, they create your days create your weeks create your months, and that is your whole life. And your morning routine and how you feel your brain in the morning basically sets you up for success. It will put you on success or the failure curve without you even realizing. And I'm very big on that. I'm very like, I'm Capricorn moon, right? So I'm very big on no excuses. I'm very big on you literally take 100% responsibility for your life, and you do. You know, that could be argued, and I don't want anyone to come at me for that because obviously it is situational, but I genuinely feel like there is a resource or a person or a thing that will help you with anything that you need help with in your life. Any struggle, any goal, there is a resource for it. And it all starts with you. It all starts with that perspective shift of knowing that there is that resource there for you. It might be difficult. You might not have access to that resource right away, but there will always be a foundation and a roadmap to get you there if you choose to think like that and think, okay, I'm going to start doing this rather than I'm going to wait for it to come to me. So that's the kind of perspective of like putting your body and your thoughts and activating those thoughts in the morning, or it doesn't have to be in the morning. We've got like walking activations, you've got running activations, seated activations, you've got affirmation playlists, you've got activations for pregnancy and motherhood, you've got visualizations, you've got writing activations. I did a getting ready activation. Basically, it's like helping you manifest and helping you look at the good and basically transform your mind and your brain and give you so much positive energy in that moment. If you want to do it if you want to put your headphones in, you want to go and do your food shop, which sometimes I will do, you've got a running errands activation. Basically, it activates you to be the best version of yourself in that small moment, depending on what you're doing. And you literally see life through a different lens. I swear to God, I bark on about this app to everybody. And for those of you who haven't got it yet, shame on you. Genuinely, like, this brain, you know, it is pretty much down to this. And I'm honestly, so an activation, I did one this morning. So that was my main personal goal for this week. Do an activation every single day or meditation every single day. They do really quick pep talks. If you feel like you've literally got like 5 minutes, they do 5-minute pep talk just to get you out of that state and get you visualizing a lot like better version of yourself, and then you show up differently. So that's my spiel on that. I will then write in my 5-minute journal. Such a lovely little habit. You've got things that you're grateful for, what would make today great, a daily affirmation of your choice, and then at the end you can just check in with yourself, highlights of the day and what did I learn. And to be honest, it's so nice to look back on, and I feel like the top level emotion is gratitude and the bottom level is depression. Both can't coexist at the same time. So having more of like an attitude of gratitude, you are going to be preventing a lot of those depressive thoughts. Not straight away, it's not going to happen overnight, but feeling 5 minutes of gratitude is better than nothing. So I'll do that journal. I'll write in my daily planner. I don't actually think I ended up showing you the rest because I was banging on about activations. Shock. So you have the weekly set up, the weekly goals, and then you will go into the daily spread, which is like the best thing. Again, it has, you can date it, it has like what you're grateful for, and then a habit you're keeping today. It's got quick ticks here, which is like your 5-minute jobs. It's got tasks, which is like your 30 minutes. Sorry, that's your schedule. You can write your schedule. Quick ticks, tasks, and projects. 5 minutes, 30 minutes, more than an hour. And then you've got things like your step count, whether it says Shreddy Super Greens here. Great marketing from Grace Beverley there, I love that. But I just use that as like my supplements tick box. And then, glasses of water, hours of sleep, and then your workout. So basically the perfect journal for yours truly, but it is something that I really do stick to. And then it has like your 3 non-negotiables down here that you want to get done. So if you don't do anything, as long as you do those 3 things, then you will feel accomplished. So that is my little recommendation of how to reset your brain, I guess. Reset your brain, get yourself feeling like you are in the mood to have a reset. That's the first step, priming your brain for that reset. So that's what I did this morning. And then now I'm gonna go to the gym, and then we are gonna go on food shop, like I said. And then I'm not gonna overwhelm myself with saying I wanna do X, Y, and Z, A, B, C, D, literally outset and throughout. I am gonna just do some work bits, catch up on some content, I think, maybe for one of my retainers, but listen, we'll figure that out later. So I've been talking for 18 minutes now, but I feel like hopefully that would inspire you on how to start your reset day, because it all starts up here. Okay, no point giving yourself 1,000,001 things to do because you think you're like going on a big reset and whatever. It's just getting your brain back into that position of when you feel your best, when you perform your best, when you're more productive, when you're focused. And then the rest will follow. So let's go and reset this Monday together. Right, I'm just about to go into the gym. I don't know if anyone else sits outside the gym, just like trying to pump up the jam before I go in. The workout that I'm doing today is actually a workout that I usually do on Friday. It's my favourite workout, so that's why I thought I would kind of position it on a Monday instead. I also had a really bad back last week, so I wasn't able to train for, I think it was 3 days. Like when I tell you I couldn't move. It's a recurring injury. Anyway, I am going to go do this session. It's going to consist of mobility, obviously, and incline chest press. Then I'm going to be doing lateral raises until I literally can't feel my shoulders. Then I will be doing like dual cable pull throughs. Like if you pull it through your leg with like straight arms, it basically does all the front of your shoulders. And then I'm going to be doing biceps as well. Maybe a little bit of rear delts if I can be bothered. And then some walking on the treadmill, because I usually walk to the gym, but haven't today because I want to go straight to the food shop. So yeah. I will see you once the workout has been completed. Oh, gym is done. Ooh. I cannot tell you how much better I feel for that. Something about me, I'm sure a lot of people are the same. If I don't get out and gym and move my body like first thing in the morning or before maybe like 10 o'clock, then I'll automatically think that I've like failed the day or I've had a slow start or whatever. But obviously I was saying about priming your mind first. When I was literally, oh my god, I'm so hot. Hang on, I'm gonna have to open the window. Well, when I tell you, I forgot what I was saying. I was about 2 exercises in and I felt myself come back to life, literally. I just shut myself off, put Swedish House in my ears, and it actually has altered my brain chemistry. It was altering my brain chemistry throughout the workout, and I know it's like, oh, you always feel better for the workout, you'll never regret a workout. Like, it's often sometimes when you do a workout, you're literally halfway through, like, stuff this shit, like, genuinely. I haven't had that for a very long time because I have made sure that the workouts that I'm doing, I'm not forcing myself to do anything that isn't going to motivate me. Like, I used to put like conditioning finishes at the end of my workouts and stuff. Did I ever used to do them? No. I've done, 3 high roxes, 1 relay and 2 doubles. And I honestly feel like when you're doing when you're training and when you're doing workouts, like dreading your workouts, it's just not a vibe. Like, do stuff that actually makes you motivated to work out. And for me, that is strength training, like bodybuilder type training, like having the split. It's just always worked for me, and the thing that I've seen the most results with. But anyway, yeah, that was so needed. It literally was so needed. It's 12:30, so I feel like pretty much like half the day is gone already, but that's absolutely fine. I'll be honest with you, Mondays are sometimes, depending on what weekend I've had, Mondays are usually a little bit slow for me. I'm not really like a full steam ahead Monday kind of gal. I'm like a let's reset, hence this video. But resetting the mind, not putting some like inaccessible, unattainable goal for myself. Like, do you know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, let's go and food shop, so I don't spend the whole vlog yapping, but I feel like it's relevant maybe. Yeah, let's go to Tesco, and I'll take you around and show you what I'm gonna get and what my food shop pretty much consists of, like every single week. Also, I have two really large spots here, and I'm sad because I had a really good skin streak, and to be honest, it's still bloody brilliant. My cheeks never look like this, but every time I drink alcohol this happens, and because I don't drink much, hey presto. But listen, who cares? No one's going to treat me any different because I have two spots on my chin. If anything, they're just probably not even going to realise because I always have spots. But yeah, let's go to Tesco. Going food shopping when it's the summer holidays is not for the weak. I feel like everywhere I go there is a screaming child. We made it. I tried to vlog in Tesco. Like, I tried to maybe talk through like a few things, the way that I structured my food shop. That was chaos. That was literally chaos. Remind myself that going food shopping when the kids are not at school, yeah, let's not. Preferably maybe like in the evening when they're supposed to be having dinner. That might be a better call. But we are back. And this is what we got. This is the standard weekly food shop for Alex and I. Contrary to popular belief, I actually really like a food shop. I love it. But this is kind of, yeah, where we're at. I'm just gonna give you like some meal inspo as part of the reset. I have been, as I said, I've been tracking my protein and my calories for, I'll probably say about 5 months now. Crazy how it's been that long. Crazy, like the time's gonna pass anyway, you might as well do it. And my meals, I'm not gonna lie, have been exactly the same. So if you've come here from Instagram, you'll probably know half of the meals I'm about to explain, because I eat the same stuff over and over again. Probably bar lunch and dinner sometimes, I don't know, but like my snacks, my breakfast, my matcha, my evening hot chocolate is always the same, and I'll talk you through it anyway. So we've got some meats here, chicken, because I have stir fry. Honestly, the Tesco stir fry meal deal is just the best. It's like a £5. And then beef, because we have the beef bowls. Alex has beef and rice and an egg, like more of like an Asian beef. And then I have the beef and the sweet potato and like the cottage cheese bowl. However, I didn't buy any cottage cheese just because I have my first two like big spots in, I'd say about 2 months, which is crazy for me. My dairy intake has probably creeped up maybe last month, and obviously it kind of comes into fruition a little bit later on. So I am just rewinding it back to where I'm like strict. I have been strict, but I've been sort of like free flowing now and again. Probably with only like in the past month, because I've had like plans and stuff like that anyway. Gonna just relax on the cottage cheese at the moment, and then keep my Greek yogurt bowls as sort of like my main dairy source, because my body actually likes Greek yogurt. Feta we are going to be having with I bought some flatbreads and some chicken gyros, however the hell you say it. Seasoning, I'm going to have that. I'm going to do a nice Greek salad. I picked these up for Alex just because he likes a quick protein source, because he is just constantly on the go at the moment, and the ingredients are not too bad. Jason sourdough, obviously. And then I have my heck chicken sausage, rice cake situation. Like I swapped out my toast for rice cakes, and I'll have like an egg, spinach, kimchi in the morning, low cal, high protein, bacon because we always need them in. Things that are worth your money is investing into eggs. Honestly, if it doesn't look like a satsuma has farted on my plate every time I cut through an egg, I don't want it. And then I've just got my, like fruit and veg. I'll be making tuna pasta salad for lunches. I'm going to make some for Alex so that he doesn't grab like quick meal deals. And then I've recently actually switched to these because I've been using a food scanner app called Bear. It's actually one of my retainer clients that I post on TikTok, but I've been using it myself, obviously, because it just gives you like really good switches, tells you where there's like hidden seed oils, tells you where you can make like anti-inflammatory switches. So I've changed my usual salt and vinegar Tesco rice cakes to these because they have literally hardly like no ingredients in them, no additives. Kiwis for fibre, skin on kind of girl, you know the drill. Raspberries for fibre, grapes, stuff that I can just pick at that isn't going to be rubbish. And then marry me sweet potato with, I've got salmon in the freezer, and then I'll have sweet potato with beef. But I have changed the way I cook my sweet potato. I now cut it in half, face down in the oven to make it go jammy and sweet. And then I bought carrots, ginger and oranges for juices, and then when I tell you, I'll probably go through that in about 3 days because I have it with every single meal and rock it. And then milks for matcha. I will be honest, I used to drink Plenish almond milk because the ingredients are a lot more cleaner. However, I could probably have 3 matchas, like 3 matchas of this milk, the Outpro Nutty. It's 14 calories per. Can you see that? 14 calories per 100 ml. And listen, I know it's not about like calories. I know it's about quality of food. However, that's just an adjustment that I've had to make if I want to have my matcha in the morning, because also these are quite high in healthy fats. And I also had to lower my fats. So me still having my matcha, but keeping my macros secure is what we had to do. And then some juices because I drink this more than I drink actual water. And then poppies, if you don't know, get to know. You might have seen these on Love Island, but I was actually introduced to these by one of my best friends. They have 3 grams of fibre in them, which is great. And then Monster for Mr. Barsby. That shop was £90. And I actually forgot to buy tuna and sweet corn, which is marvellous. I'm probably going to have to go and walk to town to get those because I said to Alex I'm making tuna pasta salad. Balls. Maybe I'll do that because then I can get some more steps in. So that's one thing. I didn't walk to the gym today because I thought I will drive straight from the gym to Tesco so that it's done. So now I might actually go get some steps in and go get the tuna and sweet corn. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do, and I'm not going to think about it so I don't give myself any more time to faff. But yeah, I'm going to pack this away. Hopefully that gives you, do you know what? I'm going to write my meal ideas in the little comments, in the little section below, so that you can have some inspo. I eat around 130 grams of protein. Oh, and then I forgot to tell you, oh my God. You know, I said that I could have like 3 matchas if I switch my milk from Plenish to Alpro. So obviously I don't have 3 matchas, but in the evening, I will have, let me just turn this around for you. I will have holy cacao. So my best friend actually works for this brand, and very, 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 very kindly has got me on to, I mean, this one's literally gone now. It's basically bone broth enriched with cacao. So think like luxurious bone broth with the benefits of bone broth, like, you know, collagen, protein, everything that's good for your joints, your skin, your hair, your gut health especially, but literally like a gorgeous salty hot chocolate form. And it also has added functional mushrooms too. So you've got the focus one, which has lion's mane and cordyceps, so you'd have that like in the morning or sort of in the afternoon for a pick-me-up. The nourish one you can have at any time, it's just their standard. And then the calm, which is before bed. So ashwagandha and reishi. Yeah, and just really, really gorgeous ingredients. Hardly any ingredients. It's nearly 8 grams of protein per serving, which is wonderful. Yeah, I really, really, really enjoy these. Just a round off the evening. I have a sweet tooth. Otherwise, I will literally eat 7 or 8 bourbons like I did last night. Right, I did what I said I was going to do. I walked straight to Tesco to get tuna and sweet corn. That noise is me cooking some sausage rasher and egg bagels for Alex for lunch, because I love him, but he says he will do things when he gets home, and he never does, but that's fine. He's out of the house literally like 12 hours a day, and I'm eating a lot more than him, so I'm going to make him some breakfast. And then I'm going to make tuna pasta salad, which I'm literally making on repeat. It's got, obviously, tuna. I've got some pasta. This, in my opinion, is the best pasta. Don't come at me. Cucumber, spring onion, pepper, tomatoes, and then I'll use mustard, Greek yogurt instead of mayo, because you can eat a lot more macros wise, and then I'll put in chives and basil. Elite combo. I literally just made this pasta salad, but completely forgot to show you what it was like before I dish it up. I'm not gonna lie, I really outdo myself with this pasta salad. It's all about the seasonings and the sauces, but how satisfying is this fridge? Oh my god. Honestly, I don't know what it is about having tins as well. I feel like when Alex and I move out, I would love just to have a drinks fridge. I really would. But yeah, we love a full fridge ready for a healthy week. Alright, all I feel like I've done today is make food, but I'm actually just gonna have a yogurt bowl. And I wanted to just show you these banana flavour. Like, if you love the Muller Corner banana and choco flakes yogurt, you are going to absolutely love these from My Protein. It's got raspberries, 2 kiwis with the skin on because I need to go to the toilet, and raspberries. This is like my fibre bowl. So yeah, 0% Greek yogurt, and then I'm going to do some work now. Right. I feel like a big part of getting back on track is having a day of eating where you know you're gonna like hit your macros, or you've basically eaten like that before, and it's got you to a certain place, if that makes any sense. Like, I feel I have the exact same meals on repeat, like I said. So if I haven't eaten those meals over the weekend, I feel like it's the perfect opportunity to just eat like that again. Like, that is another thing that makes me feel fresh and reset, knowing that I have eaten like my fibre, my protein, everything like that. And honestly, if you want a sweet treat, I just put Greek yogurt with everything. Put some flavour drops in there so it doesn't actually just taste like yogurt, because sometimes it can be a little bit bitter. But those flavour drops, if you pair those with your yogurt and then pair the yogurt with a sweet treat, your blood sugar actually doesn't run riot. It's like biohacking. Honestly, I'm such like a health science nerd, and best believe if somebody tells me that I'm gonna do X and it's gonna help me with Y, best believe I will do it. I will do it. Like, I'm not lazy with these types of things. Like, if I know something's gonna help, I will do it. So yeah, the main point of this yogurt bowl was the fact that I actually, TMI, but nothing's to be around here, need to go to the loo, because I feel like I didn't this morning, and I was like, okay, that definitely goes to show that I had literally next to no nutrients over the weekend. So getting in fibre, fruits, veggies. I don't really eat many veggies. I love them, but I just prefer salads. I will bulk everything up with salads, sweet corn, gherkins, cucumber, tomatoes, onions, anything I can get my hands on. is going in. So technically I do eat vegetables. It's so funny how I'm literally sitting down to do work and it is 4:30 in the afternoon because, listen, I did what I set out to do, a reset, and then part of that reset is just doing those tasks that are really mundane. I feel like if I need to do work, I'll do everything but work. If I need to like clean the flat or do something else, then I will do work. Like whatever it is, it's usually the opposite, isn't it? I feel like it's just human nature. After I eat, and then I will obviously show you what I'm having for dinner. I think it might just be the pasta salad that I've made. It's either that or I'm gonna do no, I'll do the beef and sweet potato because tomorrow me will absolutely love that if I don't devour that today. I have just been really enjoying the routine, genuinely. Like I've really found what works for me in terms of fat loss, and also just touching on me overthinking like what I was having for breakfast and things like that, and not wanting to spike my blood sugar and wanting to put my hormones and like I feel like because there were so many things that I was overthinking rather than just stripping it back and keeping it simple. If the only thing that I want to do in the morning is have a matcha and not eat before I train, still have energy and feel good, because listen, I don't do anything out of like hatred. If it's not working for me and I'm starving, I'm not enjoying my workouts, I'm simply not going to do it. Something that I feel like if you want to achieve something that you've never achieved before, you're gonna have to start doing things that you don't usually do, and then something has to give. Something is gonna have to give at one point. So yeah, that's my thought process behind that. I am literally now gonna eat because I'm staring at this and the kiwi's looking back at me like, sis, you want to go to the loo, right? So yeah, I will come back and show you my dinner once I cook it. Says she's going to show her dinner, completely forgets to show her dinner. Actually, I took a photo on my phone. This is what it should look like. This is what it looks like now. We got beef, cucumber, sweet corn, tomato, sweet potato and yogurt, and then rocket. Out of 10.
You right now?
Yeah.
Seen you better.
He's just bitter because he has a rice cooker and now his rice is taking 8 years longer to cook than my dinner. But yeah, this is what it should have looked like. Oh, all the goodness. I need to actually put the macros on the screen because I've completely forgotten what they are, but delicious. Guys, good morning. It is the next day. I had a wonderful little Monday reset day. Had a very productive day, watched the Love Island final and was literally doing work whilst watching the Love Island final because I thought if I do that now, tomorrow me is gonna love me. I literally just put on my story, nobody even wants to know how large this spot is underneath this pimple patch. I'm surprised that I needed one pimple patch because sis has her own postcode. I feel like I jinxed myself with the perfect skin. But yeah, I'm not too sure how long this vlog is, but I thought I would just bring it to a close. Obviously got a large almond matcha, and I'm just about to go to the gym to train glutes and hamstrings. Oh, I don't know what it is, but like I kind of overthink a glute day just because it feels so mountainous, if that's even a word, but it isn't. And I feel like the more I do them and like the more I don't skip all the workouts I don't like, I eventually end up liking them anyway. Listen, I've been doing the exact same glute workout for like, yeah, 4 or 5 months, same as everything else. But yeah, I'm gonna get that done. I hope this kind of reset, healthy vlog inspires you to start making small, healthy choices, inspires you to start thinking about mindset work, having a little morning routine. For those of you who don't know, I actually used to host a miracle morning in lockdown and feel like that is how like my online More With Me community started to grow, especially on Instagram. I didn't actually post on TikTok in COVID, but Lord forbid if I did. Anyway, you can't think like that. I started at some point. I actually hosted a miracle morning. It was 7 a.m. Monday to Friday, and it kept me accountable because I didn't wake up every morning thinking, yeah, I can't wait for this. I did at the start, and then when the novelty wore off like everything else, you find ways and you find excuses to not do it. And the trick is just to not get bored of doing the same mundane stuff all over again. If there's one thing that you take from this video, I want it to be that mundane, boring stuff gets you results. Just because you've been doing something for X amount of time doesn't mean that it's not working. The only thing that is between you and the thing that you want is time. Like the amount of times you've done it and the time spent doing it over time. Say time again. You know what I mean. And for those of you who don't know what a miracle morning is, sorry. I literally can't have a tasty match of staring at me in the face and not have a bit. A miracle morning it's actually based off a book. I can't remember who is the author. I'll put a picture of it here, the miracle morning. And it's basically a ritual that you have that sets you up for your day and basically helps you manifest the best version of yourself, helps you show up for yourself, helps prime your brain, helps heal parts of you. Like honestly, it's like carving half an hour or even 15 minutes, or if you've got an hour out of your morning to meditate, to do affirmations, visualization, a gratitudes list, write your intentions for the day, and actually spend time thinking about what you're thinking about. You'll hear me say that a lot. Think about what you're thinking about, being conscious and basically just evolving, like constantly evolving, constantly going through, your personal growth journey, putting pen to paper. I used to call it becoming your own therapist because I used to be in a very bad way, like health anxiety was through the roof. And that's where I found Miracle Morning, that's where I found health, that's where I found wellness. And I honestly feel like you forget how bad you felt, but I'll definitely touch upon that in a different video. We can sit, we can have a matcha and we can dive deep into that, the reason why I'm actually so obsessed with this in the first place. But yeah, don't get bored of doing the same consistent mundane things, because it's that boring consistency that gets you your results, whether it's weight loss, whether it's business. You know what I'm trying to say. So I hope you have a lovely week ahead. I hope you feel inspired. If you've made it this far, let's be best friends. And yeah, thank you so much for watching.